According to YouTube analytics, apparently there's a demand for how to make Subway sandwiches. So today, I'm going to make my version of the buffalo chicken Subway sandwich. So with the chicken, I'm 100% sure that they don't put it on the barbecue. But I looked out on my balcony the other day, and my barbecue was in the corner looking all sad, so I'm going to be barbecuing the chicken. So while I was researching on how to make buffalo sauce, because I've never actually done it before, I realized that it needs Frank's Red Hot sauce. And I didn't ever know if I could get that, but I found a bottle in Vienna. Once I got this bottle and I tasted it, I realized that Frank's Red Hot is just a much better version of Tabasco. Okay, to start this sandwich off, I'm going to need to prep some chicken. To be exact, some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. It's exactly what I got here. I've just taken them out the pack, laid them out on this board, and just given them a look over. You want to go ahead and get any big chunks of fat off, like this piece here. Just go ahead, slice it off. And also if you've got one end that's a little bit thicker, we'll just go ahead and put a little shallow cut in there, just to flatten it out to make all this, the same thickness all the way across. So when we go out and grill it later on, they cook nice and evenly. And also just cut off any bits that are hanging around or something that you don't really want to eat in a finished product. So I'm going to go through and get all these cleaned up, and then we'll come back and get them seasoned up before we take them through the grill. I got my chicken all trimmed up, and now we're just going to super simple seasoning. We got some salt here, just go over the whole lot. Nice liberal coat. Some fresh cracked pepper, black pepper. Now, I'm going to go quite heavy on the pepper. So after the pepper, I'm also going to hit it with a little bit of this chili seasoning. Just a little bit. Now you could also use just cayenne pepper there, but I had this little chili seasoning kicking around in the cupboard, which has cayenne pepper in it, along with a few other bits and pieces. Anyway, so after you give it a little hit with the chili powder, just want to give it a little pat in. You're going to flip it over, and you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So we're just going to leave this chili out on the board here while we get the barbecue ready. Okay, my grill's nicely heated up and greased. I'm just going to put the chicken straight on. And then because it's blowing quite a lot out here today and a little bit chilly, I'm going to get the lid closed down. I'm going to let them cook. When your chicken's got some good colour on it like that, and like that, you just want to go ahead and flip them all over, close the lid down, keep on cooking. Once your chicken reach 80 degrees on the internal, you just want to go ahead, remove them off the grill and let them rest. To make the blue cheese sauce, I've already gone ahead and cracked a whole egg into my container here. To that, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of buttermilk, a good squeeze of lemon. That's quite a chunky cheek worth. Then we're also going to add in a big spoonful of sour cream. This is also a little baby clove of crushed garlic. In my opinion, every ranch style blue cheese sauce needs a little bit of an onion. So now you could use shallots or red onion, but I had some spring onion kicking around. That's about this much worth of the white part. I just chopped it up. So we'll add that in there as well. And last but not least, we're going to add in a bit of salt. We're going to top that up with some oil, any Nutri-Oil that you choose. As always, I'm using peanut. I think it's the best for this application that I can get a hold of in Austria anyway. So we'll start off with about that. We'll bung in my immersion blender and we'll get this all incorporated. Now we've just got 2 more ingredients to add to this sauce. Now I've already tasted this for seasoning and it's pretty on point, but we're going to check it again after we add these next 2 ingredients. The next one's going to be, I'm going to start off with 2.5 pinches of dill. Now, if you don't like blue cheese, you can also leave this out. Obviously, it won't be a blue cheese sauce, but you could just mix it in at this point and it'll be a pretty good ranch-style dressing. But I absolutely love Bavaria blue cheese. So I've got about 70 grams here. So the Bavaria blue cheese that I use, it's quite creamy, so it doesn't actually crumble, you would say. But I went ahead and I chopped it up, and because I like it, into quite large chunks. You could go smaller than this. So I'm going to go ahead and add 70 grams of this into the sauce, and we'll go ahead and get this all mixed up, and then we'll give it another taste and we'll go from there. After giving it a taste, all it needs is a little bit more salt, so we're going to go ahead and get that mixed in, and then we'll set it aside in the fridge until we're ready to use it. I actually found this bottle of Frank's hot sauce. I didn't actually realise you could get that here in Austria, but there we go, got a bottle of it. So I'm going to go ahead and dump the whole bottle in there, and to that I'm going to add about a teaspoon of vinegar. We're going to add 5 dashes of Worcestershire sauce. We'll go ahead and give that a little bit of a mix up. And now we're going to start adding some butter. So we'll just go ahead and put a couple of pads in there. And we'll just keep this over a medium-low heat. And we're just going to mix this in until the butter's all nicely incorporated. I've gone ahead and I've incorporated all my butter into it. Now for me, it's just a little bit underwhelming. So I've got some cayenne pepper here. Going to go ahead and plonk that in a little bit more. We'll get this all mixed in. So once we got that all dissolved in, we'll give it another taste and see what we need to do from there. This is all up depending on you. If you like it more spicy, by all means, bump up the spice level as much as you want. You just got to add some cayenne pepper to it, get it all mixed in. This is completely up to a personal taste. And for me, that's just about perfect. Now comes time for the assembly. Just one quick note, I did chop up the chicken and toss a bit of the sauce through it, and also the resting juices. I also incorporated into the sauce. I think that was a good move. Anyway, as you can see, I've got a nondescript piece of baguette roll here. So, on the bottom there, I'm just gonna go in with a nice liberal helping of the blue cheese sauce. Then on top of that, gonna go in with some thinly sliced iceberg lettuce. Alright, on top of the lettuce, go in with the chicken, something like that. Also on a side note, if your sauce splits while it's sitting there, just give it a good whisk and it'll come back together. It's not a problem. So I'm just gonna drizzle a bit more of the sauce over the top like that. And I'm gonna go on with a little bit of cucumber. Now when I go to Subway, I always get olives on my stuff. I don't know why, it's just a thing that I do. So I've got some black olives here. Sprinkle a few of those over the top. To finish it off, we'll drizzle a bit more of the sauce over the top. Now, you could put tomatoes on there. I'm not feeling it at the moment, so I'm gonna leave them off. And get ready to enjoy it. So, I almost forgot once I did this sandwich to put a little bit more salt and pepper over the top. So I'm gonna do it now. I think every good salad sandwich needs a bit of extra salt and pepper over the top. All right, now's the time to enjoy it. Full disclosure, I've never actually had a buffalo sub from Subway before. So, here we go. I feel like I have stuff on my face. So I have stuff on my face. So, after making this, I realised why buffalo wings are a thing. I might have a crack at those. As for this sandwich, it's just a damn good sandwich. I mean, after looking at the other buffalo sandwiches on the internet, most of them are fried and they're crispy, but I think making it like this just makes sense in a fresh bread roll like that. I'll definitely be eating this style of sandwich again.